First of all, when you're watching this video, the Playboi Carti's album might actually be out already. It actually might be dropping right now when I started to record this video, in which I strongly do not believe, I pretty much do not believe that he will even drop today or like next week. That's why I decided to record this video and talk about how genius it actually is from Playboi Carti's side that he is not dropping album and always constantly teasing it. Every other artist, when they are dropping, they have to hype up their audience and all that stuff, do promos, marketing and all that jazz. And Playboi Carti has an album and he do all that, he gets all the hype on the internet and still doesn't drop. Hold on a minute, it may not make sense yet, but if you think about it, this is actually really clever. And this Friday on 14th of March of 2025, he actually hyped up all the streamers, like the whole world is basically waiting on him to drop. He was expected to drop like 8 hours ago, then he delayed it again, then he said it's gonna drop any minute, then 20-30 minutes, then he said 2 hours. And some of the popular streamers straight up ended their stream, like for example Playboi Max. He'd been waiting for the album to drop for 5 hours, and after he heard on Kaisenat's stream that Playboi Carti is dropping after 2 hours, he's like, I'm out of here. Now all that hype and him not dropping the album kind of makes sense in a way that you still remember that Playboi Carti is the GOAT because he could manage to get that motion in the internet without actually dropping anything, just by appearing and just by everybody talking about him, assuming him dropping. And it made me think, imagine if the album actually sucks. Imagine he been hyping this album since I don't know when. He apparently said on Kaisenat's stream that there are gonna be 28 songs. He already released all the features and all that stuff was gonna be on the album, and imagine the album actually flops. That's actually gonna be legendary. It's not even gonna be the worst thing that happened in the industry, because teasing it so strongly, hyping it up so badly, and then this album flopping, man, that would be legendary. Like everybody, Playboi Max, I'm Dante, Your Rage, Kaisenat, everybody's waiting on the album. And I went on Twitter and I've seen this clip on Fearbox page. Your Rage accurately predicted Playboi Carti wasn't going to drop and thinks he paid multiple top streamers to hype up the album so he wouldn't drop. And you might think that this sounds absurd, but this actually makes sense. Let me show you this.
Dante, it is 5 a.m. He is not dropping.
Yeah, but
it's 5 a.m. Who's gonna drop in the morning, bro? Like when everybody's sleeping. Well, actually, I think Drake released something at 6 a.m. once, if I remember correct.
he told Kai 1 second.
Oh, you don't see it? You don't know, Dante?
What?
He's part of it too.
He says you don't see it, he's part of it. Like I'm Dante mentioned that on Kaisenat's stream, Playboi Carti mentioned that album can drop any second, and Your Rage says you don't see it, he's part of it. All right, let me show you further before we discuss it.
Every person that got DM'd by Carti Friday, I'm dropping twin. They're all part of it. They're all part of this paid propaganda machine. It's all for
Oh,
monetization.
you've lost it. Oh, you really.
No. Everybody he's DM'd, they're hitting their peaks. They're hitting numbers they haven't hit before. They're all part of the fucking propaganda gang. They knew he wasn't gonna drop. This is all part. They want.
And it sounds really bananas, but it actually makes sense. Like all the streamers who are waiting on him, they be like standing up all night, they be streaming, they be waiting, and it's actually content. They creating content during all that time. Like you cannot go to Twitter right now and not see any Playboi Carti related clip. Like everybody's talking about it right now. That's crazy.
Yo, they got him on a group chat. We're gonna break the fucking internet today. We're gonna break the fucking internet on Friday, and I'm not fucking dropping. That's just farm energy. This is a fucking energy harvest, Dante.
That's actually what I thought when he delayed it for the first time. I was like, man, he's actually like farming the energy, like basically promoting and not gonna drop again. I felt it, you know, but like, I don't know, maybe when I drop this video, it's already out. Who knows? And that's the point. That's like the idea of this promo, man. That's crazy. They suddenly decided to change the album cover. They had problems with mastering some tracks. Then they had problems with clearances and all that stuff. And it all happened on the day of release, man. Come on now.
What this is?
I
don't
would
see it. You don't know.
I would agree, but he
Dante, don't listen to me. Sit down your stream and wait for the album and see for yourself.
What is that?
I'm going to bed. Don't listen to me. Sit down your stream and wait for the album and see for yourself. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Everybody's going to bed. Like most of the streamers are going to bed.
Yo, that sounds like a threat. Sit on your stream and wait for the album to drop. That makes it seem like I'm gonna be here till the sun rises.
Yeah, and it would actually make more sense if you would go to bed and wake up and listen to the album, but that would not make sense for Playboi Carti to drop at this point, because like everybody's going to be asleep and he will not get the crazy numbers straight from the jump. So this idea from your rage actually makes sense.
Yo, that sounds like a threat. Sit on your stream and wait for the album to drop. That makes it seem like I'm gonna be here till the sun rises.
And he's still not
This
gonna
whole
drop.
red moon is useless. Cause the sun is gonna be up when this shit drops. Yo, chat, is the 14th? Is March 14th like? Does that day mean anything? Does it mean anything?
Nah, I don't think so, actually. You go to
Just
Twitch,
skip
you see
forward.
people streaming, you know, and they discuss that, like, he's not dropping, and
I
they're
don't even be
waiting, and
staying
all
up
that
for
jazz.
albums, bruh.
But he's not going to drop. That's like marketing campaign, which is actually genius. That's why I decided to record this video, man. It would make so much sense, and there is no other artist who done that except Playboi Carti, man. And you know, he does it in a way that he teases it so much, everybody expects it, then everybody loses their hope and they just forget about it, and then some time passes by and he comes back with the same energy and grabs all the attention on the internet and still not drops. He's just farming us at this point, man. Me personally, I'm not really like all in waiting for I don't know how many hours since he said he's gonna drop. I'm not sitting in front of the internet, but I observe what's going on the internet, and I see other streamers, they freaking out, man. Like this stuff is crazy. It's late night, it's early morning already, and people did not have sleep or nothing. I had some ideas that he's gonna drop at night because like vampire hours and all that stuff, that would be cool for the whole image and all that jazz. But I don't think he will. And another moment I wanted to discuss is that if it's actually gonna last long, and I wanna see what's gonna happen next because nobody's done it, and what it will eventually lead to is another interesting moment. Will fans just get tired of it eventually and will stop waiting on his album? Will he change his strategy, or will he eventually drop? And will people care when he drops, or will people not care when he drops, or will even he himself care to drop the album? So it raises a lot of questions and it's really interesting. That's why I wanted to discuss this a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you've been waiting for Playboi Carti's album to drop, and how do you feel about this promotion thing, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and that's it. I'm out. See ya.